Volleyball has always been a part of what I did growing up. If I could think back towards like the 6th grade probably was when I started to take the sport pretty seriously. Ever since then, it was just always a part of what I did. And after I graduated, moved back home to Hawaii and had a chance to work as a high school boys volleyball coach and worked at Chaminade as well, which is a D2 school out in Hawaii. Just through kind of those experiences really kind of reinforced what I wanted to do in the coaching profession. The role that I'm coming from, I had a good opportunity at what I would have thought a pretty young age as a head coach, starting off a new program. The success, I think, is a combination of recruiting and good training. We were fortunate enough to really have some good networks recruiting. I have some really good networks internationally, and that's where we found a lot of our high-end players was very talented guys out of Brazil. We had a couple Cubans, and you know, I say recruiting because it really does. You have to have the right talent in the gym. There were a lot of people that were mentors to me prior to arriving here through USA Volleyball and just through the coaching community. And I think it was a combination of good timing. You know, I felt like at Grandview where I was previously, I felt like I put the program better than when I found it. And kind of through the search process here at Ball State, you know, what draw most meaningful to me was really, this is a really big institution. It had a lot of small school feel to it. And for me, that was probably the biggest piece. It wasn't my first opportunity at going to the Division I arena in terms of men's or women's, but it was the first one where I felt like the principles and kind of the core of what the athletic department was about and what they represented was hit home with me.
Coach Cruz has put in her head like losing is not an option. Our ability is much better than it's been obviously since I've been here, but our ability compared to the conference and the nation is pretty high right now.
Coach Cruz was a really interesting guy when I first met him. He is just very talkative, he's very laid back. He's also a really good coach. Initially meeting him, you're like, oh, this guy's goofy, he's kind of cool. And then once you get to know him, you're like, oh, he's really disciplined, he's smart, he's nice, he cares about his players.
You know, I think setting a standard of volleyball and work ethic is really important. One of the things when I had accepted this position is my goal is to try to do our best to put this program in position to win and compete for championships, and that's in a conference championship, that's in a national championship, and I think for us, a lot of that has to do with taking care of the everyday tasks and being consistent in that piece.
We want to be playing our best volleyball in April. He's made that clear. He knows like the conference tournament is when we need to be playing our best. So if we have some bumps in the road here and there throughout this season, fine. As long as we figure it out there, like we have a chance of winning this conference and going on to the national tournament.
The standard of winning before, you know, the 2000s was an extremely high standard, and then me coming into this role, it's, you know, Ball State has done some good things, but the understanding is that we're much more capable than making it to a quarterfinal or a semifinal in the MIVA. The goal is how do we get our team back to a championship level.
I think he's just a guy that a lot of the guys enjoy playing for. Like we enjoy talking to him, we enjoy just normal conversations. He checks up on us. It's just like nice to have that reassurance behind us. Just the care we get kind of on and off the court makes it really easy to want to win for him.